Okay, what's up guys? So this is going to be my video of the new summoning mechanic in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's not what we thought it was, or what I thought it was, or what I read about rank up thing, which is, I mean, I was skeptical on that in the first place. I even said that in the video, but now we have the somewhat official, like we know this is what it is, but we don't exactly know how the mechanic works. But I'm going to read it here, and I'm going to put the link down below so you can see for yourself and you can read it. But let's get on with what this is about. So first of all, it's called Pendulum Summon, yes. So first off, the field now has two new zones called the Pendulum Zones. On these Pendulum Zones, you can place the new group of monsters called Pendulum Monsters. These Pendulum Monsters can be used just like regular monsters, but when you place them in the Pendulum Zones, they become spell cards with spell effects. If a Pendulum Monster is sent to the graveyard, it is placed face up in your extra deck instead. In addition, each Pendulum Monster has something called a Pendulum Scale on them. These are the red and blue arrows on the cards. Pendulum Scales have different numbers depending on the card. Once you have a Pendulum placed in each Pendulum Zone, you can perform a Pendulum Summon. Pendulum Summons can only be done once per turn. In the example given, we have a pendulum with a pendulum scale of 1 and another with a pendulum scale of 8. So for this summon, you take the numbers that are between the two pendulum scales, which in this case is 2 and 7. And you can now have the level of that monster, and you can now have the level of the monsters you can summon. With the pendulum summon, you can special summon any number of monsters from your hand and face up pendulum monsters in your extra deck whose levels are within that range. So I'm still kind of confused on that exactly. I don't understand, like, I don't know, I don't really get it. But here, I'll show you some cards here. Astromacy Magician. He's a pendulum scale of 1 and, yeah, 1 and 1. Spell effect if he's in the pendulum zone. If a pendulum monster you control battles, your opponent cannot activate spell cards until the end of the damage step. 2. If you do not control a Majutsu card or Odd Eyes card in your pendulum zone, the card's pendulum scale becomes 4. Monster effect. Once per turn, when exactly one pendulum monster you control is returned to your hand by your opponent's card effect, you can special summon one monster with the same name from your hand. Like I said, I'm still kind of sketchy on these pendulum cards. I'll put the link below and you guys can see if you can get a feel for it. The effect, maybe I need somebody to explain it to me better, but from just reading it, it's still kind of confusing to me. Also, there's new cards coming out that you can also read in this article too, and like I said, I'll put that link in the below. So thanks for watching guys, and I will see you later.